Chapter 1. A Chance Encounter. The sun dipped behind the glass towers of downtown San Jose, casting a golden glow over the streets. Jack, a tech consultant with a reputation for being a workaholic, sat in his favorite cafe, immersed in his laptop. His life was a constant cycle of code, deadlines, and caffeine. Sophia walked in. She wasn't the type to go unnoticed. Long, dark curls, an artistic spark in her eyes, and a confidence that turned heads. She was in town for an art exhibit, her first one on the West Coast. Her gaze swept the room and landed on the only available seat, right across from Jack. "Mind if I join?" she asked with a mischievous smile. Jack looked up, momentarily stunned. "Not at all." Chapter 2. Sparks over coffee. The small talk started simple, her exhibit, his job. But soon, they were diving into deeper waters. He was fascinated by her view of the world, vibrant, free, and untethered by algorithms and deadlines. She laughed at his dry humor and the way his serious face softened when he smiled. There was tension, subtle at first, but growing. The kind of magnetic pull that made their knees accidentally brush beneath the table. Neither pulled away. Chapter 3. The First Touch. As evening fell, Sophia leaned closer. "I shouldn't," she whispered. "But I don't want this night to end." Jack swallowed. "Then don't." His fingers brushed hers, testing, before lacing them together. Her skin was warm, her pulse fluttering against his thumb. The air between them grew heavier, charged. "Walk with me?" he asked. "Only if you hold my hand the whole time," she replied, grinning. Chapter 4. Neon lights, rising heat. Downtown San Jose came alive at night. Neon signs, music from bars, laughter floating through the air. They walked close, shoulders bumping, hands never parting. At a rooftop bar, under string lights, Jack tucked a loose curl behind Sophia's ear. "You're dangerous," he murmured. "Why?" she asked, voice husky. "Because I don't do this. I don't feel this so quickly." Her lips brushed his, a question. His answer was firm. A kiss that deepened fast, tasting of wine, heat, and something electric neither of them could deny. Chapter 5. Crossing Lines. Back at Jack's loft, the tension finally snapped. His mouth was on hers the moment the door shut, hands exploring curves like he was starving for her. Sophia pressed him against the wall, pulling his shirt over his head, nails raking lightly down his chest. His hands slid under her dress, lifting her easily as her legs wrapped around his waist. "Are you sure?" he rasped, breathless. "Absolutely." The night was a blur of tangled sheets, whispered names, and bodies learning each other's rhythms. Slow, then desperate, then tender again. Chapter 6. Morning After Magic. The soft California sunlight slipped through the blinds, casting stripes across tangled sheets. Jack stirred first, feeling the warmth of Sophia curled against him, her hair spread over his chest like silk. For a moment, he simply lay there, fingers tracing lazy circles on her bare back. It felt different, not just physical, real. Sophia blinked awake, smiling sleepily. "Good morning." Her voice was husky, still wrapped in dreams and memories of the night. Jack chuckled. "Good morning. You are dangerous before coffee." She grinned. "You haven't seen me before brunch yet." Chapter 7. A Day of Discovery. Instead of retreating into awkwardness, the morning unfolded naturally. Over coffee and croissants from a local bakery, they shared more. Stories of childhood, broken hearts, career dreams. Sophia tugged Jack away from his laptop and into her world. The local art district, quirky shops, graffiti-lined alleyways that pulsed with creativity. In one shop, she grabbed a disposable camera. "Let's take photos of today. No filters. Just us." Jack smiled, surprising himself. "Yeah, let's do it." Chapter 8. A Kiss Under Digital Stars. As evening painted the sky, they ended up at the Tech Interactive Museum, half geek, half art installation. In one exhibit, a dome simulated a galaxy. Stars shimmered around them as they stood close, the universe spinning in pixels above. Sophia's fingers threaded into Jack's. "I've never felt this connected. Not just here." Her other hand pressed over her heart. Jack cupped her face. "Me neither." Their kiss was slow, reverent, as if sealing a silent promise beneath the digital stars. Chapter 9. Tension and Temptation. Back at Jack's place, the air turned electric again. Clothes fell away, slower this time, deliberate. Eyes locked, fingers exploring. Sophia pushed him onto the couch, straddling him, her dress slipping off her shoulders. "You work too much," she murmured, lips grazing his jaw. "Not tonight," he growled, pulling her closer. It was a different kind of fire, not rushed but deep, intentional. Every touch memorized, every sigh a secret shared. Chapter 10, Fear of Falling. Later, tangled together in the afterglow, reality whispered its doubts. Sophia traced patterns on Jack's chest. This wasn't supposed to happen.
I don't do this.
Not with someone I barely know. Jack's arms tightened. Neither do I. But maybe that's the point. But in both their hearts, a shadow flickered. What happens when the weekend ends? When her exhibit finishes and life pulls them back to their worlds. Chapter 11, Whispered Fears. The next morning brought a different kind of tension. Over breakfast, the conversation grew quieter, more tentative. "I leave in 3 days," Sophia finally said, stirring her coffee. "My exhibit moves to LA after this." Jack's fingers tapped the table. 3 days. He didn't know what he hated more, how short that sounded, or how much it already hurt. "I didn't expect this," she confessed, her eyes soft. "I thought this would be just fun. A fling. But now..." "Yeah," Jack sighed. "Now it feels like more." Chapter 12, The Art of Goodbyes. That afternoon, Jack surprised her by bringing her to his favorite hidden spot, a hill overlooking all of San Jose, where the city shimmered under the afternoon sun. "I come here when I need clarity," he said quietly. They sat side by side, fingers entwined. The silence wasn't awkward. It was full of everything they couldn't yet say. "Maybe goodbyes don't have to be endings," Sophia said softly. "Maybe they're just pauses. Or beginnings," Jack whispered, leaning in to kiss her, slow and deep. Chapter 13, The Last Night. They made the last night count. Candles, music, wine. The loft transformed into their private sanctuary. Sophia guided Jack to the bedroom, fingers undoing buttons, breath mingling with his. "No distractions tonight," she whispered. It was different this time, not urgent, not wild, but soul deep. Their bodies moved in perfect rhythm, each kiss slower, every touch memorized like a painting etched onto skin. Afterward, they lay tangled together, her head on his chest, his fingers in her hair, listening to the quiet rhythm of each other's hearts. Chapter 14, A Promise in the Rain. The morning of her departure arrived with rain. At the airport drop-off, neither wanted to let go. Jack pulled her close, resting his forehead against hers. "I don't know how, but I don't want this to be over." "Me neither," she whispered. "Let's figure it out. Flights exist, so do phone calls. And maybe love does, too." He kissed her one last time, fierce and tender. "We'll figure it out." She stepped backward towards security, eyes never leaving his, lips trembling but smiling. Chapter 15, A New Beginning. A week passed. Then another. Texts became calls. Calls became video chats. Plans started forming. Her visit to San Jose, his trip to LA. Distance wasn't easy, but every message made them feel closer. The late-night conversations turned into sharing dreams. Hers of opening an art studio, his of finally finding balance beyond work. And one evening, as they spoke beneath their respective stars, Jack smiled and said, "Maybe this started in San Jose, but it's far from over." Sophia grinned.
No.
This is just Chapter 1. Chapter 16, A Visit to Los Angeles. 2 weeks later, Jack flew to Los Angeles. The moment he stepped off the plane, Sophia was waiting, her smile lighting up the terminal. They spent the weekend exploring the city, beaches, art galleries, rooftop bars. But the real magic wasn't in the sights. It was in the way her fingers fit perfectly between his, in the way his laughter sounded freer with her. That night, in her cozy apartment filled with canvases and unfinished paintings, they rediscovered each other. Clothes became obstacles, sighs became songs. It was passion layered with tenderness, as though their bodies had learned the language their hearts were still mastering. Chapter 17, When Worlds Collide. Over brunch the next day, reality crept back in. Sophia's phone buzzed nonstop. Gallery meetings, client deadlines. Jack's emails piled up. How do we do this? Sophia sighed, stirring her coffee. Our lives, they're not exactly next door. Jack reached across the table, capturing her hand. We figured out, step by step. If this matters, and it does, we fight for it. Her eyes softened. I never imagined someone would fight for me like this. He squeezed her hand. Believe it. I'm not going anywhere. Chapter 18, Temptations and Fears. Back in San Jose, the distance began testing them. Work pressures mounted. Late replies. Missed calls. Small doubts whispered in quiet moments. One Friday night, Jack sat staring at his phone, wondering if the silence meant something worse. Just as worry twisted in his chest, his phone lit up. Sophia, I miss you so much. Please don't give up on us. Relief flooded him. His reply was instant. Never. I'm yours. All in. Chapter 19. Reunion in San Francisco. A month later, they met halfway in San Francisco. The city sparkled as if it knew they were here to fall even deeper. Their hotel overlooked the bay. The moment the door closed behind them, words became unnecessary.
Fingers explore familiar curves, mouth's chest memory.
In between tangled sheets and breathless kisses, they whispered things they were too scared to say over the phone. I love you, Sophia confessed, voice trembling. I didn't mean for it to happen, but it did. Jack kissed her fiercely. I love you too. More than I've ever loved anyone. Chapter 20. Writing the Future. As the weekend ended, they sat watching the sunset over the Golden Gate Bridge. I don't want weekends anymore, Jack said quietly. I want Mondays, Tuesdays, every day with you. Sophia leaned into him, her head on his shoulder. Then let's make it real. One of us moves. They looked at each other, two souls who found something rare, something real. Jack grinned. San Jose or LA? Sophia smiled back. Wherever you are is home.